Good morning, Restoration New England. It is a beautiful Saturday morning. It's a little foggy, but other than that, it is a beautiful day to be in the Lord's house. Yes, my house. It's the Lord's house. Your house. It's the Lord's house. Every house is the Lord's house. Do you know why? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because you're the temple of the Holy Spirit. You are the temple of the Holy Spirit. God reigns in your house. He reigns in you. That's why we can keep ministering, we can keep loving, we can keep preaching from our houses. Yes, we'd love to be together and get our arms around everybody's neck. And according to President Trump, hopefully the governors follow suit. We may see some things happen so that we can be together. But we still need to be wise because people are still getting sick everywhere. But on this weekend, on this Memorial Day weekend, God just kept putting it in my heart. In Joshua chapter 4, verse 1, when the whole nation had finished crossing the Jordan, the Lord said to Joshua, choose 12 men from among the people, one from each tribe, and tell them to take up the 12 stones and tell them to take up the 12 stones from the middle of the Jordan, from right where the priests are standing, and carry them over with you, and put them down at the place where you stay tonight. So Joshua called the 12 men he had appointed from Israelites, one from each tribe, and said to them, go over before the ark of the Lord your God into the middle of the Jordan. Each of you is to take up a stone on his shoulder, according to the number of the tribes of Israel, to serve as a sign among you in the future when your children ask you, what do these stones mean? Tell them that the flow of the Jordan was cut before the ark of the covenant of the Lord. When it crossed the Jordan, the waters of the Jordan were cut off. These stones are to be a memorial to the people of Israel forever. You know, here in 2020, at the very beginning, this pandemic has marked this year. We're in May, almost going into June, and we've had months of being cut off from each other. But as we move forward, as we've consecrated ourselves before the Lord, as we've had to stop all the stuff that we felt like was important and bring what's important back to the forefront, which is Christ, which is the kingdom, which is the salvation of souls, which is us in the harvest field with Jesus. This weekend, I want you to take a memorial stone. I want you to take something and set it aside so you can tell your children that I wasn't afraid. God led me through. He provided everything, and he repositioned me to do his work as we come out of this, because we're believing that just like Pentecost, that the biggest move of God's Spirit at that time brought a great harvest of people. We're believing for a great harvest of people at the end of this, and we're going to be prepared and ready to go. To be wounded healers that go out and tell people our story of what God's done in our lives up to this point for each one of us, and help them come to Christ. Help them come into the fullness of the gospel. You don't have to be all cleaned up and whole. You can be a wounded healer because Jesus rises up within you, and you can go out and you can minister with power and might and love and good works without your mouth. Right? We've been talking about that. Doing good works. So, be blessed this Memorial Day weekend. I know my wife has every day something on the grill. She's all about the grill right now. So every day something's going to go on that grill. And we got down on the water yesterday. Yes, even I got in the ocean yesterday. And everybody but me is sunburned. No, I'm not sunburned. I wonder what that is. And if you just heard Jacob chirping, he's not sunburned. I think he has a little sunburn. But you guys have a great weekend. We love you. We miss you. And hopefully very soon in June, we can start getting together and wrapping our hands around each other's necks in love. Later.